Shalom Aleichem. With help from heaven, we're gonna learn today the second halacha in Lekutei Halachot. The book was written by Rabbi Natan, the student of Rabbi Nachman of Breslev, about the Shulchan Aruch spiritual explanation and Hasidic explanation. So, a person should wake up as a lion in the morning to wake up, that he will wake up dawn. So the person should wake up without laziness, fast, and that fact that he will wake up in that way, will rush to wake up and stand without laziness, it is in the aspect of faith. Like that Rabbi Nachman of Breslev wrote in Torah 155, that to do your things fast and not to be lazy about it is in the aspect of faith. Because at night, when faith is between the husks and coverings, and in the morning it wakes up and rises, therefore a person should stand up from his sleep and to strengthen himself in faith, to build and increase the faith. And that's why it's written that he will wake up dawn. Dawn is in the aspect of Ayaleta Hashachar. Ayaleta Hashachar is a concept in Hebrew. Ayelet is like a female deer, and that is one of the names of the sun that rising in the mornings. It's called Ayaleta Hashachar, like the morning deer, female deer. In the aspect of kingship, in the aspect of faith. And that is the aspect of breaking the desire for money. That by that, a person can rise the spirits and to pull Torah, the wisdom of Hashem. Like that it's written in the Torah, Ashrei Ha'am, supervision, the 13th Torah in Lekutei Moharan. And over there it's written that every day and day we should go out and accept the Torah. Again, like that our holy sages said on the verse Asher Anochi Metzavecha Hayom, that I'm commanding you today. Why is it written in the Torah that Hashem is commanding us today? That every day and day they will seem to our eyes as new, as if Hashem gave us the Torah today. And accepting the Torah is by uplifting the spirits and renewing it, like that it's written over there. The Torah is full of life, full of energy, full of purity, full of light. And when people are learning Torah, their spirits are like refreshing in a spring of holiness, of purity, of strong attachment to a source of life, to the Creator. And that is taking place as well by breaking the desire for money. That thing is in the aspect of waking up from the sleep, in the aspect of faith. Because desire for money is an aspect of lack of faith in God, aspect of night, lack of trust in the Creator for Him to support you. In the aspect of darkness, the aspect of dark faces, aspect of sadness and laziness, aspect of death, aspect of sleep that is 1 out of 60 in death. And the person should break that sleep that is in the aspect of death, in the aspect of desire for money. Why desire for money is an evidence for lack of faith? Because if you don't trust that Hashem will take care of you, that the Creator will help you to find all your needs, you go into that desire for money and pressure from not having enough. And then, when a person is overpowering that sleep and wakes up early, fast in the morning without laziness, by that he can rise his spirit and pull Torah, like we said in the beginning. And then, when he breaks the sleep, the desire for money, so then the sleep was a good thing for him, because by sleeping he renewed his spirit in the aspect of the verse saying Chadashim libkarim rabba emunatecha, wake up new in the morning and your faith is increasing. And by money, when a person is sleeping the right amount of time and not too much and not falling to laziness because of that sleep, so then also it gives him the power to make money in a positive way and not based on his fear not to have or his desire to have too much. And then by making money, he's also renewing his spirit by honest negotiation and merchant that is in the aspect of healthy sleep, like that it's written in the Torah, Ashrei Ha'am 13:35, Torah 35 in Lekutei Moran. And this is why it's written in the book of Mishlei, the book of King Solomon, Ad matai atzel tishkav, lazy person, until when you're gonna lay down? Matai takum mishanatecha, when you will wake up from your sleep. So the question is, until when you're gonna lie down and sleep in your laziness? When you're gonna break the sleep? That then, by the sleep, healthy sleep, that a person is waking up from that sleep, waking himself up from that sleep. By that, his body will strengthen, will get stronger, and his mind will be renewed, and his spirit as well. And on that, it's being written, Matai takum, when you're going to wake up from your sleep, that you will stand up from your sleep. Means that you will rise by the hours that you slept, and that your spirit will rise and be healed by that. And when the person is elevating his spirit by breaking the sleep, by waking himself up, by that he is connecting Kudsha Berichu Ushchinte. He is elevating sparks and he is making spiritual connections between Kudsha Berichu and Shchinte, two concepts in Kabbalah that are the masculine and feminine side of spirituality. And that is Sheyehehu Me'orer HaShachar, that he will wake up dawn. To wake up the morning, the sun, like we said, the female deer, for her connection. And that is the explanation of what it is written in the verse, Yitgaber Ka'ari, strengthen yourself like a lion, in the aspect of gathering the spirits to uplift them. Like that it's written in Torah Yud Gimel 13 Lekutei Moran, in the aspect of Ariti Mori im Besami, the connection between two different kinds of perfumes is being called Ariti. Ariti is like the word lion, like the word Aryeh. So we see that the combination of two different kinds of perfumes is being expressed in the Torah by the word Ariti. Ariti, like a lion. So you see that like that aspect of a lion is making combinations, is making holy potions that brings good smell. So by that, we're pulling complete supervision. Also the word Yir'ah, that is fear from heaven, means the ability to see Hashem, is also coming from the similar root of the word Aryeh. Yir'ah is like Aryeh, like the word Aryeh, lion. So by coming closer to the power of sight, the ability to see, by learning Torah, that it's called Re'ut, Yir'ah, Re'iyah. To see something and to have fear from heaven is a similar word with the same letters that is expressing two different concepts that are very attached to each other, because to fear from Hashem is because you can see that Hashem is there. Fear is like awe of Hashem. It's like admiration to Hashem. So by that we are able to see, by learning Torah, we can see Hashem, we can see more. On that it says in the first halacha in the Shulchan Aruch, Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid, that you should imagine and see Hashem standing in front of you always. Means that you should remember that His supervision on us is consistent, is always. And that's why it's written, that is the right thing for every person who fear of heaven is in his heart, that he will always feel bad for the destruction of the temple, because everyone who mourns on Jerusalem will have the merit to see in its glory, in its celebration of redemption. And like our sages said in the Gemara Masechet Ta'anit, that people who has the sorrow for the temple, it is the aspect of building the temple. When you feel bad for the destruction and that foxes and evil animals are walking on the ruins of the temple, it is in the aspect of building the temple, like the prophet said. And it is in the aspect of building the knowledge. The knowledge is the aspect of the temple, that by that we can rise the spirits, like that it's written in Torah 13 that we explained. Torah 13 in Lekutei, the book of Rabbi Nachman of Breslev. And that is the aspect of waking up at midnight, that we're breaking the sleep in half. That is in the aspect of breaking the desire for money. And we're mourning on the destruction of Yerushalayim and the destruction of the Holy Temple. And by that we are rebuilding it. And by that aspect of building the temple, by that we can gather and rise the spirits and to uplift them. And therefore, midnight, to wake up midnight, is canceling judgments and sweetening them. Because we're breaking the sleep that is in the aspect of death, in the aspect of lack of faith in God. Because as long as people worshiping idols in the world, there are judgments in the world. And therefore, by waking up at midnight, we are establishing the faith and we are pulling kindness. And on that, Rab Nachman said that midnight, waking up midnight, is powerful as giving charity to a righteous man. Because when you give charity to a righteous man, and then the question is, who is righteous and who is not? Because you have many pretenders, people who makes themselves look as righteous, but they're not really righteous. So that charity to a righteous man is in the aspect of redemption, redeeming yourself with money, paying for your escape, for your releasing yourself with charity. It's the aspect of breaking desire for money. By giving money, you're showing that the desire is not that strong by you because you are able to give, and you're sweetening the judgments, you're canceling the judgments. And in the same aspect, midnight is the aspect of breaking the sleep, that is breaking the desire for money, like we learned, and by that we are canceling and sweetening judgments for them not to bring judgments and like bad things down to the world, just that kindness will surround us and will heal us all. Thank you. My name is RDMC with the Muna Project, all the nations with me. Close your eyes, just breathe, see the truth. Don't chase the fake world, don't buy the fake news. Be yourself, your own true self. Don't let no one take our natural wealth. See the good, no fear, no despair. Cherish who that you are and share. Source of power from an endless spring. Light of courage in yourself, yeah. They can kick you down to the ground. Hold yourself up till you are, put up your crown. King of the creator, holy soul inside. Focus on the spiritual and you shall